Senior year, quarterback leading this team. What are some of the things that you're trying to emphasize and you see coaches trying to emphasize as you guys get ready for 2018?
So I feel like we've always had the problem of not playing together as a team and doing things for each other. So that's really what I'm trying to get, like, everybody to go together.
What are going to be some of the strengths of this Warsaw team, specifically on offense, as we get ready for 2018?
So now they're running triple option. I think we're able to use our quickness and speed, which is going to be pretty good for us.
Coach Jensen is obviously the all-time leading wins coach in the history of Warsaw football, but Coach Curtis has a pretty good resume too. So when you take a look at the differences and similarities, what have you noticed early on about differences and similarities between the coaching staffs?
So I feel like our practices are more sped up and everything's more fast-paced, which is going to make us quick overall and probably a more hardworking team together.
Are there a lot of schematic changes in terms of X's and O's this year?
Well, a whole offensive change.
Kind of a big one.
Yeah, it really is.
Final question for me. What are you most looking forward to about this season, and who are the guys that you think are going to step up into big roles?
So our backfield, we just got a new running back, which he played back freshman year. His name is Kane Dawson. That's going to be nice. And pretty much that's basically, I don't know.
Obviously, changes at the top for Warsaw. So talk a little bit about what Coach Curtis has brought to the program and what are going to be some of the changes, X's and O's wise, maybe we'll see this year.
There's definitely going to be a lot of changes in the X and O's. I don't know. Definitely a lot of drive. There's like a lot of players haven't been very committed, and there's a lot of commitment now. No one's.
When you take a look at this Warsaw program, people have big expectations. Great stadium, winning history. What do you do to make sure that you guys are at the top of the NLC when the standings are all said and done at the end of the year?
We just got to keep going. We can't slow down. There's a lot of teams on the rise, so we got to keep playing.
Coaches always say it begins in the trenches, so it begins with you guys up front. What do you guys have to do to set the tone for this Warsaw team on both sides of the football to make sure that you get a lot of W's on Friday?
I don't know.
What's the key for you guys up front to what do you guys have to accomplish up front to make sure that everything works for this Warsaw team?
Oh, we just got to fire out. It's just full go, no stopping.
In your eyes, when practice begins next Monday, what is going to be the biggest point of emphasis for Warsaw to get ready before game number 1 on August 17th?
Execution and timing. It's all got to come together.
Final question, what are you most looking forward to?
Winning.
That's a good answer.
Yeah.
Coach, obviously people around Northeast Indiana know your name, but they've never seen it next to Warsaw football. So your first year with the Tigers, taking over for Coach Jensen, what are you trying to do to implement what you do on the football field and make your imprint with Warsaw?
Just trying to, everything we do, try to have a purpose and try to do it to the best of our ability and do it as fast and as hard as we possibly can.
When you take a look at your philosophy, what are they offensive and defensively in terms of schematics and just the approach of building a program?
You know, defensively, we obviously still believe that if you cannot stop the run in Northern Indiana, it's going to be a long season. Obviously, we'd like to also see our guys back in the back and not get the ball thrown over their head. Yeah, that's fairly important. We have a tremendous kicker, which is going to be an asset. Harrison Mevis, he'll be a junior, so he's going to take care of the kicking and punting duties. And then offensively, there's a slight chance that we'll be under center running some type of flex bone offense.
Who are the guys that you're looking at the quarterback position and are going to be stepping into big roles as far as offense and defense as leaders for you guys on Friday at Fisher Field?
These seniors have just been really, they like I told them, I chose them, they didn't choose me. So, they're kind of not handcuffed, but they're kind of being held hostage as far as, who's our next coach going to be. We know Coach Jensen resigned. What are we getting into here? And they have bought in from day one. They've come to everything in the summer. Josh West has taken over the quarterback duties. We had a battle going on in June, and then we just got back from camp. So he'll be our trigger man at quarterback. And then we've got a solid group of kids returning defensively as well.
When you take a look at the NLC and the teams in the area around Warsaw, you know the lay of the land. How much of a advantage is that for you? How much do you draw from your time at Mishawaka?
Well, I was fortunate to play in some really good games with some of the NLC teams. When I was at Mishawaka, we played Goshen. We played Concord in the regional one year, in the semi-state another year. When I was at New Prairie, we played Northridge. So a little bit. And then when I was at New Prairie, we also played Northwood twice, once in sectional championship and another time in the second round. So I know a little bit about the conference. I'm sure as we go, I'll find out more. It's a quality conference with some really, really high end football coaches.
Final question, what are you most looking forward to about your first year at Fisher Field?
You know, coming out and doing something new for them, the same for me, but different for everybody else, and trying to do it the best of our ability and put a great product on the field and represent the community with class.